Hello, I'm back with part 2 of my share of my flowers that I've been making. I've just been wanting to use some of the paper pads and stuff that I've had for a while and haven't done anything with them, so I picked this K & Company paper pad that I've had for a little while and started making some flowers with it. I cut out some circles as the base for the flowers from here, but you can still see these are the kind of patterns this paper has. I don't know what this, if this pad has a name. I don't see a name on it, but maybe with the view of the paper, you can tell what paper it is. And I used other papers, and I'll tell you about that as I show them. So these first ones I'm going to show, I'm trying to get all the ones that are like the same together, but you always end up missing some of them. But I've made a few of these. I might have made more than 4, but here's 4 of these. And these are stamped. All of these that have stamping on them have been stamped with this script stamp here from Recollections, and it was part of the Valentine's Day stamp sets, the little ones from last year. So I've been using that stamp on everything. I used it on my cards that I showed before, and I've used it all on like every flower I can put it on. So, and I used a brown ink to stamp on these, and I just thought brown went nicely with the green, and the edges with some brown as well. And then I sprayed the flowers with some clear glimmer mist and did a brown flower from the Prima flowers, the ones that come in the bottles, and then the green acrylic flower from the Quinceañera collection that Michaels clearanced out last year. So I did 4 of them. And these aren't like real like super curved. They have a little bit of curve, and I used the flower tools and pad to rub the centers of them to curve them up a little bit, and press down the center, but I didn't do too much because I didn't want them, I wanted them a little bit flat. So I did those, and I had some of the petals left over, but they wouldn't, these are 3 layers, but it ended up coming out uneven number of petals that I had left over. So I made a different flowers with them. So I did these. So I used the bottom petal, or the bottom layer is from the previous flowers, and then I punched out some from the brown textured paper, and just rubbed the edges with some black, and then did some glimmer mist on them and crunched them up a little bit. So I made quite a few of these. Here's another one, and they're all a little different because I crunched them up differently. So I did those. Here's another one. Oops, here's another one. And another one. And I think this is the last one like that. So I did those. And then my first ones were it's not a lavender, it's kind of a little more bluish purple kind of color. It's not, I don't know what color you would call that, but with a teal polka dot and with the stamens in the middle. And those are kind of flat. I mean, they're still on the stem, but you can snip those off when you're ready to use them on a layout or a box or something. So I made a few of those. Here's this one. Don't know why that's... And then I made some where they're cupped instead of flat, and I used 4 layers on that one. And these two, you can barely tell, but with the light blue, I did stamp that script stamp on these also. There's another one of those. And then these are that really thin paper that you buy in a paper pad that's like 180 sheets or something like that, that have just like any kind of use kind of pattern on them. This has like a grid pattern on it, and I stamped that script on there in black, inked the edges with purple, I think, or black, and then a clear glimmer mist, so you can see it's shiny. Did 4 layers and crunched them up. I've seen some people, I don't know if on this paper, but on some of their paper, before they do the flowers, they do like a matted Mod Podge or something on them to kind of make them a little stiffer, and they keep their shape. So I might have to do that with these if I do some more with this kind of paper, because they're kind of flimsy. They get flattened out really easily. So I did make 5 or 4, yeah, 5 of these purple ones. So as you can see, they're all just a tiny bit different. And then I used the same kind of paper, but I used a pink with white polka dots. And I misted it with some clear mist. And I made 3 of those. And again, that same stamp on there. No, this was misted with the gold mist, not a clear, a gold one. So you can kind of see the shiny gold in there. So they came out really pretty. And here's, oh, see, here's another one of those cupped ones. And here's two more different flowers using the one flower that I made using one of these to change it up a little bit. I had made some of these raffia flowers. Paper flowers. I think the paper's called raffia. I'm not sure, but it's from Dollar Tree. It's in the party section, and I had some right here I could show. I don't know where it went now. Oh, here we go. I used the white one on these, but yeah, raffia. raffia ribbon eggs. So I use the white one. I just recently bought this one here, but that's what I used to make these. And I saw a tutorial where Sawcrafter had made these here, but she used like paper cord or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but she uses that particular paper cord or some rope, twisted paper, something like that it's called. She uses that often on different flowers, but she made one kind of like this. Well, just like this, except she used a different paper, and she painted it, and they resemble some Prima flowers that were made like that with metal centers and a bling. So she did those, and I had this raffia paper, so I tried it with that and painted it in a bronze color, and then I placed those on top. So they came out really cute. And then using some textured paper that I have here. It's a little stiffer than this paper, but it's not stiff like cardstock. So, but it does work really well. I did some cupped flowers here. I did 4 layers, and it's just white with the black script stamped on them, and then red stamens. So I did some of those, and I did one of them with the kind of crunched up shaggy look. Shaggy, I don't know. Then I did 3 and with the yellow textured paper, and I did the navy ink from Heidi Swapp. I did the stamping with that, and then I did the rubbing the edges with it as well. So those came out really pretty. And then the last 2 I have here are crepe paper. And I glimmer mist them with, I don't know what color. It's blue, but it's a deep blue. But I don't have it right here, so I don't know what glimmer mist it was. And then once they were dried and on the cardstock, I went around and cut it with those scalloped scissors all the way, so it gave it this really rough look. Then did a Prima flower in blue in the center, and then these acrylic flowers from the Quinceañera collection from Michaels, which they've already clearanced that out last year. So those are all of my flowers, all of my paper flowers. Big pile of them. And those other ones I showed in the other video. So that is my part 2 of my flowers. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for commenting. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.